How are you this gorgeous afternoon?
Well, I'm great. I have to be straight, though.
Okay.
We recorded,
Yep.
and the video did not record,
Right.
just the audio, because I failed to hit one button.
Mm-hmm.
And since today we're going to talk about the power
Let
for
him go.
November being release.
Yes. We could spend a half an hour feeling bad about that.
We
or
could.
we could just
Right.
suck it up.
I know.
Let it go.
But I need to let go of
Okay.
my failure that, if I had just the one button.
But it's on the way to the success of this moment now.
Right.
Right.
I know, but see, like, this is proof that I get triggered by things, right? Like, yeah. I'm sitting here going, yeah, we're gonna do great. It's gonna be good. We're not gonna reproduce what we just did. It's gonna be wonderful still, and we had a lot of fun doing that last one.
Right.
It was great.
Yep.
And I'm still sitting here right now, walking myself,
remembering every mistake you've ever made in your life.
Well, more recently, that one where all I had to do was check one more screen and hit one button, and it would have been, we wouldn't be doing this now. So this is a great moment for me to
let go,
to talk about release. Renunciation. What else?
Repudiation. Letting go. Forgiveness.
Forgive. That's you can't I don't think you can let go without forgiveness.
Well, it begs the old question, can you forgive and not be, I'll forgive you, but I'll never forget.
That isn't forgiveness then.
I think if you haven't forgotten, you haven't forgiven.
I don't think that's true forgiveness.
Got to let it go. It's gone. Got to be completely gone. Because this is November.
Right. Yes, November. And this is the month for the 12 powers that we hold near and dear at Unity as one of our foundational teachings is the 12 powers.
Yes.
The month of November represents release.
Elimination is another word for it.
Yes, elimination. You might see that in the old documents for the 12 powers. You might see elimination as opposed to release. I don't think they were intended for each month of the year.
No, probably not.
But I think it was an easy way to implement them on an ongoing basis.
Make sure we talk about them.
Yeah, I think there was a little bit of thought to it because release is right before the holiday season. So this is a really good time to start centering and, what is there that I can let go of. We're nearing the new year. And then in December will be life, which is that opportunity to really rejuvenate, to feel that energy. And then what I also like is that they're both, so all of our powers are located somewhere in our body, and release and life are both located in the lower abdomen, lower extremities of our body. And I've heard often from other people or from people in Unity that sometimes in Unity we can get stuck a little bit up here, too much in our heads and not enough going deep within. And when you think about, at least when I think about, I shouldn't say when you think about, when I think about some of the most important spiritual work I've done I've had to sit and really from deep within bring up tears, crying, that those moments when you're just like right, where you're letting go and you're really truly allowing that energy to be released.
Laugh till you cry or cry till you laugh. They're both equally effective. But letting it go.
And those come from down below, right?
Those, for sure.
Those are not from the head up moments. The giggle, that's it. But when you're doing the deep cleanse, the deep work, that's coming from deep within. And of course the 7 chakras that a lot of people use. The root chakra is, and it's so important to be grounded and strong in who you are and your teachings or your understandings of things.
So how do you let go? How do you know what to let go?
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm leading you on to the next.
Well, certainly for me, just even that, getting up and realizing I've recorded no video
Right.
is a moment for me to realize, okay, there's something, I'm going to need to let this go. I really do. So there's to me, there's like the little things, the day-to-day life little things that come up that we can get stuck on. And I know that as soon as I'm taken out of the moment and I keep coming back to a previous moment, there's something for me to let go of. If I keep going backwards,
Yeah.
because it's usually the past that I need to let go of. So that's a first instinct for me now, is that if it's something that's already gone by and I'm still carrying it around, even if it's good stuff, like I don't want to get stuck on, the glories of I was the high school,
Right.
quarterback, champion quarterback, and I still am, but I'm not.
That's the beauty of the breath. I mean, that's always the first thing for me when I get the realization that I got to do something here. Is
Take a breath.
just breathe for a minute, and then you can say, well, my favorite saying is, I'm bigger than this. I don't need this anymore. But yeah, first of all, you have to catch yourself, don't you?
It's noticing, right?
Yeah.
It's being present and your awareness of like, oh my gosh, this is what, I'm on this thing and I'm carrying this thing around.
And this is why we do therapy and shadow work, and that, just really to expose what it is that we need to release that's running our lives that we're not even aware of.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I will bring this up, but it does remind me of, one of my first real inclinations or lessons is the better term, was doing the landmark form and seeing that idea of if I let go of my past, truly let go. As soon as I do that, an opening is there, and space is like a vacuum.
Yeah.
It just wants to bring something new into it, and it's not about covering it up with a rose garden.
I'm so happy all the time.
This is not about covering up the mud pie with a rose garden, but this is really about cleaning up the mud pie and leaving it in the past, so that you're not bringing your stuff into the very next relationship, into the very next job, into the very next group of people, into the very next friendship, and none of that. Like if you keep bringing the stuff with you all the time, and then you're stuck thinking, why does it always go this way?
It happens to me. It happened to me again.
Yeah.
I had nothing to do with this. It just happened.
Yeah.
What did you say? Life is living you?
Oh, no,
Yes.
life just keeps lifing me.
Lifing me, yeah.
Yeah.
No. And again, the form for me, the great awakening was that I was actually creating my life.
What?
Yeah. I was actually participating in the choices that led to whatever happened in my life. I had no idea. Yeah. So, awakenings.
That's crazy talk.
Right.
Yeah. Well, and certainly both of our talks here at Unity on whatever Sunday, you can go back in time and look, and we've both talked about mindset, our perception that we drive our life.
Absolutely. Yeah. And that's a very tough lesson for a lot of people to learn, but it's really the truth that sets you free. It's so empowering because it gives the power back to here. Can I read my poem now?
Yes, you can. Yes.
This is called She Let Go by Sapphire Rose.
So it's not your poem.
No, it's the poem I have in my phone.
Okay.
Sapphire Rose is the author. She let go. Without a thought or a word, she let go. She let go of the fear. She let go of the judgments. She let go of the confluence of opinions swarming around her head. She let go of the committee of indecision within her. She let go of all the right reasons. Wholly and completely, without hesitation or worry, she just let go. She didn't ask anyone for advice. She didn't read a book on how to let go. She didn't search the scriptures. She just let go. She let go of all the memories that held her back. She let go of all the anxiety that kept her from moving forward. She let go of the planning and all of the calculations about how to do it just right. She didn't promise to let go. She didn't journal about it. She didn't write the projected date in her day timer. She made no public announcement and put no ad in the paper. She didn't check the weather report or read her daily horoscope. She just let go. She didn't analyze whether she should let go. She didn't call her friends to discuss the matter. She didn't do a 5-step spiritual mind treatment. She didn't call the prayer line. She didn't utter one word. She just let go. No one was around when it happened. There was no applause or congratulations. No one thanked her or praised her. No one noticed a thing. Like a leaf falling from a tree, she just let go. There was no effort. There was no struggle. It wasn't good and it wasn't bad. It was what it was, and it is just that. In the space of letting go, she let it all be. A small smile came over her face. A light breeze blew through her, and the sun and the moon shone forevermore.
That's great. I really like it is, and I really like in the space of letting go, she just let it be.
It's so easy, but how do I do it? And we struggle and we analyze and we, as I say, call our friends and talk about it. No, just let it go. No matter how big or how little it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's not that easy.
No. Well, we don't let it be that easy.
True.
Because of our hanging on to our clinging.
The gripping. Right?
I mean, when I had this great story to tell about how bad my life was, how bad my relationships were, how many times I've been divorced, how sick I felt. It made me interesting, I thought. Probably people saw me coming and they ran away because they didn't want to hear me talk about it anymore. Mm-hmm. But we process ourselves to death sometimes. We just release, just let it go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and in the release is the beauty. Right?
The freedom.
The freedom to breathe again, the freedom to love again.
To make the space for,
Yeah, it's pretty darn hard to love unconditionally when you're hanging on to some wrong that's been done to you.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not to say that that's okay. It's not to say that. It's not to make trivial of it. It's to let yourself have the freedom again to be fully engaged in something.
Yeah.
And I was also thinking the letting go isn't just of something. No, that's not it. There was something in the poem about our life showing up, and what we focus on becomes our life. And I was thinking about that in terms of even the stuff we don't want.
Oh yeah.
Like you may think, I don't want this for my life. I actually want this over here, but not this terrible stuff. But if all you're doing is thinking about
the
that,
terrible stuff,
then actually that is what you want.
It's what you expect.
Yeah, because your whole energy is focused on that. And I've been listening to a bunch of Bob Proctor and Earl Nightingale, and that stuff deeply resonates with me about. I think it was the other day. Bob Proctor was saying something to the effect of, if you want to get out of debt, you can't think, I want to get out of debt. Because all you're going to do is attract more debt.
Yeah.
You actually need, you need, because the subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between a good thing or a bad thing.
Right.
It just goes, it's just like a seeking device to go find what it is
that you're thinking about.
So what you need to actually do is to be thinking about, well, how do I create some income? Mm-hmm. How can I generate more wealth in my life,
right,
or more prosperity? That's where the focus needs to be. Not how do I get out of this, but how do I create what it is I want?
Yeah. And even in relationships, which are the biggest lessons in the world, of course, if relationship isn't working, you can either let go of the relationship, or you can let go of your judgment about the way relationship was supposed to be,
right,
how the other guy is supposed to be. You make me so mad. And you were telling me the same.
Yeah.
No, You don't make me mad. When you do that, I respond by getting mad.
Yeah, that's right.
And that's a lesson you shared with your kids.
Yeah.
So valuable.
Yeah, which they now hold me accountable to all the time. It's like, if I ever say to them, you've made me upset, they're like, I can't upset you, Dad.
Yeah.
So now I've got nowhere to go.
Right.
I have now created a household in which I actually have to deal with my stuff.
Yeah.
Because I just get called out on it now.
Right.
They don't even, this is like, nobody has time for it. Like, whatever. We're sick of your song and dance.
Yeah.
Go stew in it.
You're not that interesting, really. Yes. Yeah. Telling the story. I mean, and that's one of the reasons why we hang on to our past, is because it gives us a story to tell. You can, I mean, a story is imagination, is creation. Just create a new story. Even if you have to make it up. You know, what harm is that? Making up a story. And that's what affirmations do, really.
I was just going to say that's the whole energetic key around I am statements is that you're living into that possibility.
Right.
It's, hey, I may not be this now by what everybody else might see, but in my mind, I am that. So I will act and respond in that way. And so if what you're doing is dragging around the past with you,
Right.
guess how you're going to be showing up in the world?
Same old, same old.
Same old stuff, right? Yeah. I often think of it as like putting down the backpack. Like when I let go of something, I actually get to take the backpack off, because I still got stuff.
Right.
There's still some stuff, crawling around with me.
Sure.
But I get to take it off and take another.
Just visualize that.
Another brick gets to be left there, and now I move away from it. It's a little bit lighter. I feel a little bit softer. I feel a little bit more approachable. I feel a little bit more trusting of others. All of that stuff becomes real.
Yeah. It's easy. Just do it, as they say.
Just
let it go.
Just let it go.
Okay.
I've let go of the other recording.
Good. I've let go of this one. We're gone. So long.
Namaste.